welcome to your tarot reading. So today I'm going to look into your messages for the month of October 2021. This is also going to be looking into the energies of Mercury retrograde. Without further ado, let's get into your personal reading. Okay, so for the overall energy of October, I'm seeing that there is going to be some inner conflicts, specifically involving the ego. I feel like this also could be manifesting in petty arguments with people on the outside because you are not fulfilled within. So just kind of like a lot of annoyances. People could be getting on your nerves more than normal this month, but it's only because of your own issues that you're facing. You are able to have time off of work, you're able to be outside, you're able to, it looks like you're harmonizing with everything, like on the outside, but within it's actually the opposite. There's a lot of disarray going on inside of you, but on the outside you may be able to go on nature walks, stuff like that. With this card, I pulled the Star, and it was interesting because halfway when I pulled this card, it like flipped halfway. So I feel like some of you could be enjoying this nature. So you could be having inner turmoil, but then when you go out in nature, it like disappears, and that's your way of dealing with it. But also, there's another group that you may be out in nature and you're still feeling like things aren't okay. So I just wanted to point that out because I feel like a lot of you go out in nature to think, to meditate, to get a clear head and a path of what is what you want to do. We're going to move into the energies in the beginning of October. You are so caring to the point where you are sacrificing your own happiness for other people. Like, you are taking on people's burdens, their problems, their annoyances, and I feel like this is just your natural function, so you don't realize that you don't have to do this. Like, you are doing it so much to the point where it's draining you. And it's going to happen the beginning of October. And then I'm seeing after that we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, followed by the King of Wands in reverse. And this is really telling me there's going to be delay. You are looking at the stars with the success you got going on. I feel like in your inner world, you are really successful, you are happy. Maybe this is the group that is able to go out in nature, but you guys are manifesting a lot. And these cards are telling me that on the outside, your outside world, currently, your success is delayed. Things might not be coming to you the way you thought they would, especially with the work you put into it. So this is telling me that if you are feeling like everything is certain from within, know that on the outside things might not adjust to the timing that you're expecting them to. This doesn't mean that it's not going to work out. We actually have some type of mystery with this in the end here because you are manifesting a lot right now, so it's important for you to feel good no matter what, because you know that your external reality is just lining up with the one you have inside of you. But these cards are showing me expect some delays in your success this month. Even if you put a lot of work into it, I just feel like something's going to be postponed. Make sure you don't have any expectations. The more expectations you leave behind, the more room you open for blessings and surprises. Honestly, the beginning of October, I would just focus more with yourself. This is not a time to pour everything into your work. I know you guys like to do that, but if there is going to be a postpone or delay in your success, you don't want to have your focus on your job that week. So the beginning of October, maybe just assess like, how much burdens can I take on from people? How much can I really help these people that is going beyond what I should be doing? Because you're being so selfless to the point where it's draining you. And your only way to feel alive again is to overindulge. And you know, as a Pisces rising, this is nothing new. You do this when life gets a lot for you to handle, and it's usually because other people take advantage of your caring energy. They take everything you give them and just keep asking for more, when you're really just doing that because you're a nice person, and they're doing that because they see that they can get more out of you, and they're gonna keep trying to do that unless you put up a wall that's like, okay, I can't do this anymore. But I'm seeing that you are going to be overindulging as a way to cope with that. And then near the end of the month here, we are thinking about just where you are at personally, where you want to go, because you know something doesn't feel right, especially with this escapism. I feel like you're just in a fantasy world, because that's your way of coping when things are not practically planned, I'm hearing. And I feel like this delay that you're gonna get with your job may be having you feeling kind of like especially out of control, because you usually do feel centered when you know what's going on with your career, and right now you don't know exactly what is going on within your career. Maybe slow down this month, so I see that you may be going through some turmoil, and you're going to be using whatever escapism that resonates with you to handle this. And then I see at the end here that you, at the end of the month, are tired of living in this haze, the cloudy, foggy mindset, and you're ready to get out there again, but you have not done the healing work yet to get out there in a healthy way. So now you're in this like mischievous, malicious, like you're just ready to fight energy, and you're like ready to start a new project. So this is like the evil mastermind energy I'm feeling. You know, just because that whole month you've been going through so much, but you've been kind of shutting it off with drugs or alcohol and all of that stuff, and it's still inside of you. So just know that if you're involved in a risky situation by the end of the month, be careful, because you've been through a lot this month, and because of that, there's going to be things you need to heal about yourself, especially with the ego and pleasing others and not doing more than what you really need to be doing. I know that it's in your genuine nature to give a lot to people, but people will just take advantage of you in this world, so you got to have some spiritual boundaries. And then I have also pulled some love messages for you. So we have free yourself. It's time to take control of your life. This is going to be when you're in the addiction, escapism, all of that stuff. That's when you're going to have that realization, which is at the end of the month, that you need something new. But this is also telling you to free yourself from your own ways of living that are burdening you, and this may be taking on burdens of other people. So freeing yourself and letting yourself be open to receiving love, which means that you're not always giving it 24/7. This will help you call in your soulmate. It says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. I feel like near the end of the month, you're going to shift your focus away from the kind of self-destruction, and you're going to be thinking about how you can better yourself, who you can better yourself for. I really feel like when there's someone that is pushing you to do better, you really do it. So this may be someone that you have your eyes on, and this is telling you to keep visualizing them, because this is manifesting them coming to you. This is you calling in your soulmate here. So even if you're going through this turmoil and you know you can't be with them right now because you're not out of the rut yet, when you're visualizing them, even in those moments, that is bringing you closer to them. And then we have your Moonology messages, which is a personal issue reaches resolution with a full moon in Cancer. Then we have you're very close to achieving your goal with the gibbous moon. And we have a full moon in Virgo, you are good enough. So I really feel like these two together, they're sisters. because you can't have one without the other. When you reach this personal solution inside of yourself, you're going to realize that you are good enough. And because of that, you don't need to overextend yourself to everyone. You are good as you are. And yes, there's a lot of valuable things that people can learn from you, but it doesn't mean that everyone deserves that. At some extent, they need to work for the love that you're giving them, especially because of how pure your love is. With this gibbous moon, I feel like this is your goal that you are thinking about mentally. It's not like a goal about success or career. This is like a mental happiness goal. Like you're gonna better yourself so that you can be in a loving relationship with someone, and that is just so beautiful. So that is what I see for you. Overall, I'm seeing that this person, if you do have your eyes on someone, that is going to help you get through that confusion that you may be going through the month of October. And I feel like you, as a Pisces rising, you are naturally attuned to the real reality, which is the reality we can't really see, which is why you guys are more prone to addictions, because that's closer to like what real reality is. So honestly, that may resonate with you to reflect that way, because I'm seeing at the end of the month, if you just spend it completely escaping and all of that, and then if you do start to feel better, there's going to be some baggage if you don't reflect from it. So they're really telling me that even if you feel good at the end of the month, you need to make sure that your thought process is good with you. And it may not be noticeable, so you may have to consistently check in on it and like reprogram those thoughts when they come up, is what I'm hearing. So other than that, that is the end of your reading. If you liked it, I would love to hear about it in the comments. I always appreciate likes and subscribes, and I will see you in the next video.